guys, it's Adrian. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you my June and sort of July TBR. The reason I'm doing June and July together is because I think I've mentioned this in a video or two already. I'm going to the States June 13th and I'll be there till August 2nd. So I have to sort of plan ahead in the books that I'm going to be bringing with me. There will inevitably be books that I haul while I'm there and I will read there, or I'll browse my mom's bookshelves. So there might be more than this. It also could happen that I don't read anything, because that's basically what happened last time I went home. I didn't have time. So these are the books that I'm planning on reading before I go and while I'm there, and we'll see how things work out. I'm not sure if I'll be bringing you a June wrap up at the end of the month because I'll be in the States and I don't know how that's actually gonna work, but we'll have to see. We'll see how things go. We go with the flow. The first book that I will be finishing in the month of June is one that we've already started with our whole family. We're making our way through the entire series, and that is the fourth or the fifth Land of Stories book. I lost track. But anyway, this is the Land of Stories, the author's Odyssey by Chris Colfer. And my husband is actually reading this one aloud to us and our kids. We listened to the other ones on audiobook, but this one wasn't available yet on audiobook for us. And my kids couldn't wait to finish the book because it ends on a cliffhanger. If you want to know more about the Land of Stories, I do have a spoiler-free review for the first book, The Wishing Spell. I'll leave it in the description box below for you so you can go check that out. It is a great middle grade series. The series begins by following two 11-year-old twins, Alex and Connor Bailey. Alex is your typical book nerd. Connor really is interested in school, but they have been going through a really hard time the past year. Their dad has passed away and their mom has been really busy, and they have this mysterious grandma who they really love but don't see quite as often as they'd like to. And one day her grandma leaves them this storybook, and the storybook is a portal to the fairy tale kingdom. We see a whole slew of fairy tale characters. Things have been given a twist. There are some fairy tales that we see post-fairy tale. There's some fairy tales that we see pre-fairy tale. It's great. So the series in general, it has its ups and downs. I really love the first one. The second and third one were eh. The fourth one was better. And this, the fifth one, at least I think this is the fifth one, is starting off to be also on the eh side. But again, we're not 100 pages in, so I can't really tell. Next up is an audiobook that I plan on listening to, and that's The Crown by Kira Cass. This is the fifth book in the Selection series. I also have a series review for the original trilogy. The fourth book and the fifth book are sort of spin-off to the original trilogy. This is the generation later. It's dealing with the daughter of our main characters. At the moment, I'm listening to The Heir on audiobook, and I'm quite enjoying it. I've been into like quick, fast, contemporary, romance-ish books the past month, so I've been flying through them. I'd like to get this one done probably on audio as well because it goes really fast. It's nice to do while I'm working, and then I'll finally have the series completed. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do like an entire series review after I finish this, since I only have the original trilogy, or a spin-off review, or if you just say, man, leave it at the wrap-ups, nobody cares. Another audiobook that I'd like to get to is A Laundress by Brandon Sanderson. I just don't know if I'll actually be able to get to it because I listened to this one in Dutch, because I only have it in Dutch, which means that I'm sort of region bound. So if I can't listen to it before I leave, I have to wait till after I come back, I'm assuming. So this is a big maybe. It's a big book and it's a long audiobook, so I don't know if I'll be able to get to it in the 2 weeks that I have before I have to go. But we'll see. You never know. And then we come to the books that I plan on actually bringing with me to the States. I'm bringing them on ebook because I'm not going to fill my bag with books, mostly because luggage regulations have changed and I have to pay extra for luggage, so I don't want to have to bring more luggage than necessary. So lugging around a bunch of books, especially when I want to buy books there, it's just not a smart thing. But usually when I travel, I like to bring big books, and I like to bring at least 2 or 3 because I have more choice, but I also don't have to bring quite as many. So I do have 2 big books that I have on ebooks that I will be reading while I'm in the States. I don't know if I'll finish either of them, but I will at least make a good way through them. The first of the big books that I plan on bringing with me on ebook is Written in My Own Heart's Blood by Diana Gabaldon. This is the 8th book in the Outlander series and currently the last published book. I know she's working on the 9th one. I've been actually reading this one on and off since December. I'm about 200 pages in. It is massive. The pages are huge and the print is teeny tiny. So it takes a while to get through these. I do have this one on ebook. This is one that I've been reading on my iPad in the middle of the night when I wake up and I just can't fall back asleep again. So I've been crawling through it. But I hope to be able to bring it with me on the plane and make some serious damage into this book. I will not finish it by the time I get home unless a miracle happens and I get really sucked into the story. But this is one that I like to read little by little. A book that I definitely want to finish before I get back is Empire Storms by Sarah J. Maas. I also have this one available on ebook, so I will be reading this one as well. I love to be able to finish out the series by the end of the year. I've got 3 books left. This one, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. But they're all really big. And the last book that I have on my TBR for June and July is a book that I actually got my mom for Mother's Day that she owns, and I really want to read it, so I'll read it while I'm there instead of having to buy it for myself, because I'm one of those kids. That book is How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glenskov, something like that. Anyway, this one has to do with grief, and my mom does a lot of grief writing. She's actually working on publishing a book, which is very exciting. When she does publish it, I will be sure to do a review for it. But anyway, this one has to do with grief. This girl has lost her mom and she's learning how to deal with that, cope with that. I don't know much more about it, but it was definitely a book for my mom and I really want to read it too. So I'm going to borrow it from her, read it, and then I'll buy it for myself. Those are all the books that I plan on reading on June and July. Let me know down below what is the book that you are most excited to read about this summer, because I want to buy some books while I go on my trip to the States. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have not yet, I'd love for you to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.